Okay, for SEM, is this okay for Semrush? Struggle with the pronunciation for a long time. All right, so for Semrush, there's a few things I want to highlight that I think can be useful if you're writing content. Okay, you have the keyword magic tool. You can just use this to do quick keyword research for one piece of content that you're currently working on. You have topic research, you have the SEO writing assistant, and you have the SEO content template. Okay, so again, we're plugging in our keyword here. Oops. Okay, our keyword this is our keyword. And it brings up a ton of data. This is probably like the most data you get from any keyword research tool, in my opinion. And when I'm doing like when I'm working on the full project, like I'm building a topic cluster, I'm doing keyword research on a larger scale, I turn to Semrush for that because there's just so much you can do. But since we're just writing one piece of content, what we just want to find is secondary keywords to support the primary keyword. And I think one thing that Semrush does that I haven't seen anywhere else is that they show the intent for the keyword. So you can see the intent here. I means informational, C means commercial. This is a commercial keyword. And these are basically similar to Ahrefs. These are like entities. So you can look at broad keyword match. You can look at phrase match. You can see exact match, and you can see related keywords or topics. This is still similar to Semrush. These are still like entities. So basically, I want to find questions if there are any, because I can use that as a subheading when writing the content. Or I want to find phrases, words, secondary keywords, anything I can include to optimize the content when I'm writing. Okay, once I'm done with that, I can head over to the topic research, still plug in that keyword to get content ideas. Yeah. Okay, this is still populating. Okay, all right, we have our data coming up now. What I really like about the topic research feature is that you have a ton of information about the keyword, and it's kind of like prioritized on what you must absolutely cover, and what I like to call the nice to have. So you can look at trending subtopics first, like what is really like what is trending on those that have been recently written for this topic. And then you can see that people are mentioning Google Docs, plagiarism checker, tools for word counts, Google Search Consoles, and all of this. I've been seeing all of this also popping up on Ahrefs too. So that tells you that, okay, it's similar data. So that tells me that if I'm writing this piece of content, I should be mentioning Google Keyword Planner, I should be mentioning Hemingway Editor, Google Search Console, blog post, free trial, basically all of these entities, I should be mentioning them when I'm writing the content. Now, what I think Semrush does better is that you can get more information, or should I say context, on how these words are being used. Okay, so if I click this, it's telling me that, okay, if this was mentioned in this article, in all of these different content pieces, and if I click to this link, I can see the page. So it just gives me context on how the words were used in the article. Okay, so for example, Hemingway Editor, this one says content writing tool, so this is related to what I'm working on. I can just go here and then just search Hemingway. Okay, and then I can see how this person talked about Hemingway editor. That's context for me. That is what I really like about the topic research tool. It's not just giving me a list of entities, it's giving me context on how it was used so that I know what it's talking about and how I should also be framing it when I'm mentioning that word in my article. Now, the next part is the content templates, the SEO content templates. Basically, this is not Semrush's best feature, in my opinion. They do really well with SEO tools, keyword research, but the content part it's weak when you compare it with fully fleshed content brief tools like Text, Phrase, Software SEO, Market Muse, Content Harmony, and the rest of that. This is like bare bones in my opinion, but it's still good enough. If you want something that is all in one, Semrush is the best for that in the SEO uh, in the SEO tools list. It's the best for building content brief within SEO tools. Okay, so inside the SEO content templates, you have the top guys, or sorry, the top people who are ranking, the top website that are ranking for that keyword. I can see semantic entities related to that keyword that I should also be mentioning when I'm writing. I can see ideal websites to be getting backlinks from, ideal readability score. Yes, ideal readability score, ideal word count for the article. And yes, so if you see all of these things that are highlighted, they're basically kind of like pointing to tell you that, okay, these are like the keywords. So SEO content writing tools, they highlight the keywords within the top 10 articles, how they were used maybe in the meta description and all that. Now you have other stuff like meta description, how long it should be, and some other recommendations that I think are not really useful, but it just gives you bare bones idea of what you need to be doing. I would take the semantic entities, I would take the top 10, the top 10 guys, the top 10 people who are ranking for the article, and I would just go with that. Now you also have the SEO Writing Assistant. So you can just click analyze my text, put in your keyword in there. What I did was that I'm already writing right now. So I just took the text of what I was writing and put it in here just to give you an idea. I haven't really gone anywhere. So what the SEO Writing Assistant does is that it can show you your readability score here. It can show you how you've optimized for SEO. If you use the target keyword, again, I said, this is bare bones. This is just basically showing you how many times you've used the recommended, the semantic entities that it asks you to add. If you've used the target keyword in the article, and if you have images, if you've used images, alt text in your images, links, and just basic on-page optimization stuff. But it's good. It's good. Then you have originality. It tells you, you can check if your text is plagiarized. So you can write part of the text that are plagiarized, and then you can check for tone of voice. So it's a very good stuff. And they have this one that they're testing in beta, which is like refresh. I think what this means is that if you can take some text and maybe rewrite it, let's say, yes, refresh. So I think that is what the, yeah. Okay, yes. So this is idea one. It basically just rewrites the text. 2 and 3. So this is good if you have if you have specific text that has been plagiarized, you can just copy it in here, refresh it, and just get it to pass plagiarism checks. So these are like the 3 core functions or 4 core functions that I would be focusing on for content writing with Semrush. The first one is the keyword research, basically to find secondary keywords to support your main topic. Topic research to find entities and to understand the context of how those entities are being used. They also have this really cool mind map. Very, very cool. I've used this before to find subheadings when writing content. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. They have the SEO Writing Assistant, bare bones, same as the SEO content template, also bare bones, but useful if you don't want to spring for a content brief tool. Okay, I hope this helps.